Here's an update on the Mercury 9. I painted the spotlight. Yeah, I know it's upside down, but I didn't paint it hard enough or deep enough, and she's not light blocked enough. So it's back to another coat or two of paint to get that light blocked up. But it's going to work just fine, you can tell that. I want to do some detail work with a handy drill on it yet too, because the sides, we're looking at it from the underside. This is the bottom of it. Those sides should have some holes in them, so I'm going to drill a few holes here and there to detail it up some. But nah, that's got to be light blocked. I'm going to have to spray that with some black. I'm going to cut it off so I don't destroy it. And I'm going to pull the Mercury 9 down and show you guys some other things I've done. Alright, here's another update. Last time you saw this, there were some really bad paint marks on the runway. And see, there's still one of them there. There were some horrible ones on the helicopter landing pad. Now that's all taken care of. It looks almost natural now. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to look almost natural. So, putting the black on there, then overcoating it with some light, worked out with the same paint again, worked out real nice. I got a lot of my issues along there done, but there's still some issues, but you'll see I'm going to be creative in fixing those issues. Water tank is done for the most part. There's a few unsmooth spots about it, but I'm not going to mess with that anymore. What's up next? Well, you saw the spotlight in the last clip. I said destroy it. What I meant by destroy it is the magnet wires are very fragile on the end of those things. They can't take a lot of handling, so I need to basically take that and handle it very carefully. They need to be light blocked, and I just wanted to shut the power down on it and very carefully put it away. What's up next is I got to light block those street lights. I got to get them done. They're holding me up. This water tank's holding me up a little bit, so I'm going to finish it up. It's going to get a future coat. I'm going to put some decals on it, and then it's going to get a flat coat again, because those things aren't glossy and shiny. The Cuisinart, this hut. I've been trying to decide if I want to light those doors or not. It might be hard to light those doors. It might not. They need to be painted. This thing needs to be installed. I want to put it right there. Kind of a crazy place, you know, with the rocket right there. But more than one of you have made the comment, if this thing was real, none of these buildings would be this close to it. So we're being a little science fiction-y here, and we're taking some liberties. Okay? So once I get that attached to the base, I can progress on it. C-130, I'm thinking about working on it next, really. It just needs a few little decals here and there. And the windows painted, and the fibers installed, and the props on it. And then I can mount it right there in its hole. That's where the C-130 goes. Okay? That won't take a whole heck of a lot to do. I still have to mount the Mercury 9. I finally figured out last night how I'm going to do that. I'm going to drill some holes through the mounts with the Mercury 9 in place. I'm going to put some screws in that sucker to hold it down. I'm going to get me some little tiny screws and screw it in. Hold it in place with some screws, because that thing is big and I don't want it just coming unglued one day. Although there's enough room in those supports that if I were to strip that paint out of there, and I could do it pretty easily, strip the paint off the Mercury 9 where it is, it probably would glue. So I'll probably do a combination of the two. But I'm going to put some screws in that thing. I don't want that thing coming out. So that's what's been holding me up on that. But that's going to be one of the last things I do, because I still have to paint this area here. Okay? I finally figured out what color I'm painting this, so I'm going to paint it light gray. Once this is painted, I can start building my wiring and stuff in there. No, I can't. I got to put the Mercury 9 out before I do the wiring. But I can get the rest of the diode done except for that. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some decals for this. I'm going to make a little sign that goes right here. A stop sign that goes in that hole. I think I'm going to put a stop sign here. I got to retouch up the paint on some of these streetlights because they took some abuse. This one in particular. I want to put a stop sign here, again. I want to put a little sign over here, I think. I got to do the fencing along here. So these brass posts need to be painted. I might leave them brass. I got to paint that fencing before I glue it up on there. And I probably ought to glue the fence on there before I do that. So what I think I need to do next is get my decal work done and paint that. So I'm going to quit jabbering. I'm going to get busy. I'll be back in a bit. More work on the Mercury 9. What we've got here are tiny, tiny little peoples. And let's see how much this thing is going to let me zoom in on them without losing its focus. It's good. This camera's got good macro setting, but not that good. And the camera's right on top of these guys. You can see they've been primered. I primered them today. There's also some gas cylinders for random decorations around the base. So the people have been painted. All I got to do now is hand paint the colors and stick them on the base. That's in the future. So let's not trip over a thunderpaws. Let's walk over here and talk Mercury 9. Oil tank. I'm going to go downstairs and design some custom decals for it. It's going to say Project Mercury 9 on the side and a few other things. I'm going to make a stop sign at the same time and a few secondary things here and there. C-130 got prop disc. They're kind of gooey looking because I hit them with some microsol just a little bit ago to settle them down in there, but I think the prop disc are going to look good with that thing sitting there taxiing on the runway. I just think it is. Okay, it's ready for its fibers now. I painted the windshield up. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you can. I actually didn't paint that. I used some micron pens. Okay, Mercury 9 itself, well, this is a refuge of something I was trying to do. I was trying to do the road striping by hand. Near impossible. These things need to be 0.4 meters wide. I can't consistently cut them 0.4 meters wide. It's just not working. Okay? I tried to do the H for the helipad and it looked like garbage, so I pulled it off before it's set up. Just not working, so I'm going to have to resort to something else. Either I'm going to find some chart tape, or you've seen it before, back when I was working on the Babylon 5 Mercury Cruiser. Pull out the good old vinyl cutter and cut me some street signs and stuff like that. Some street markings. Because then I can get them precisely the size and shape I want. I can actually cut them the way I want them in the vinyl and put some transfer film on top of them and just slap them right straight down the way it's supposed to be. I got all the dimensions researched up. Oh boy, I've lost my English skills tonight. I've got all the dimensions. I did the research on the dimensions. Also, I got the fences out to put around where the spaceship blasts off. Decided not to place them tonight because I still have not painted that pad right there. Once that pad is painted, I'm going to put the fences in. Okay? I did fix the road bed. You saw that in an earlier video. Ooh, that got off. Boy, that really got, and I don't want to pull it too much. I know how to fix that though. Some little Tamiya extra thin down there at the base of that and just pull on it gently and it'll straighten up. Okay? But, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and cheat and get the vinyl cutter out and let it cut those. Because I'm not cutting it right. You can see my strips. I tried. Every time I cut them, they curl. And this is white decal film. Just every time I cut it, it curls and it won't stay in a straight line. And, you know, it wasn't from a lack of trying. You can see lots and lots of them there. I even got out my duplicator, my Northwest Shortline duplicator. I just can't cut 0.4 millimeter wide strips. That's tiny. I don't know if the vinyl cutter can cut them. That's what I fear. I think it can if I'm careful. Okay? Northwest Shortline duplicator. I've even got a paper cutter made by X-Acto. And there's the duplicator. I even tried the chopper on them. I wasn't getting anything right. So anyone's got any ideas, drop a line. Actually, I'll probably have it done before you guys see this video. Because this is still 3 videos ahead of this one. Alright. But I think the C-130 looks pretty good with those prop discs on there. I think it does. Yeah, I gotta fix that paint up there, but you guys get the idea. It's going to look pretty good on there. I'm going to get us running lights done. The fibers are painted. ready to go in. I got to put that in there, patch that hole up, and then touch it up with some green. The C-130's 99% done right now, which makes me happy. The fences, not going to paint them, but they're there. Wondering what I'm using for fences? There you go. There's the company. It's just World War II ship fence. I'm probably not going to fold them over the way that they want them folded, though. I'm thinking of actually leaving them like this. Only flipping them over. Just think it would look fun that way. Anyhow, folks, that's the update on the Mercury 9. Spent a little bit of time up here tonight. Got real frustrated, had to quit. You can see all the street markings I tried to do. They're way out of scale. If I were to take one of the little trucks and put them by these street markings, you can see they're way out of scale. So I'll come up with something. Nellie suggested I should just use a paint mask. Worst comes worst, that's what I'll do. And just spray paint it on. Alright guys, talk to you later.
Mommy?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
I bought this part, and then I ate it. Then I was trying to make a baby bed. You know, you push in a baby in the cart.
Uh-huh. Oh, you made a baby cart, baby
bed.
Baby bed? Show me. Oh, yeah, I can see it now. Mm-hmm.
It looks like stepping. I know.
What are those, baby?
What?
What are you eating?
Chips?
Hoppus? Are they good? Ah, you didn't want to try them
No, she did.
first.
I like vegetables. I'm not coming near that. And then once she tries them, you're going to have a hard time keeping her off them. Ah, that's where I went hunting.
Eating the
Okay, your eyes don't deceive you. Those are mountains. And we're in Texas. But these mountains have never had snow. So you can't go skiing unless you're on a cardboard sled. Ellie's shaking her head. Yes, they do get snow, but rarely. They just have to throw something in fun out there, you know? Yeah. They don't really get snow, though. Really don't. Maybe once every 2 or 3 years. And again, if you want to go skiing, strap some cardboard to your feet. It'll work about like snow skis will, except for you got Dodge prickly pear cactus and coyotes. So, just have to say something about the wonderful mountains in Texas, which